Why they are distant right now. Merry meet, my dear soul. Welcome to your tarot reading for today. Let's get into it. So let's start by looking at the reason why they are behaving this way, the reason why they are acting distant. So first of all, I am seeing that they have a deep craving for something new. They kind of want action in their life right now. I feel like they feel stagnant in their current position in life. I don't see that this has anything to do with you or the relationship, but I do see that your relationship and your connection with your twin is affected by what's going on naturally, of course, because it takes two people to tango. And I'm seeing that your twin right now is just in a place where they feel frustrated. They feel like they're bored. They feel uninspired, and they want to just get they want some sort of action. They want something to happen here, because they are feeling pretty frustrated with where they're at right now. And I feel like they don't even realize this. They just feel incredibly stuck. So I'm seeing that they kind of have a duality here. And it's kind of hard for them to see the in-between. It's kind of hard for them to think about the right approach to their situation, because again, they might not even realize that they feel this way, but they do energetically sense that something is not moving, and so that is why they're craving the movement. That's why they're craving change. I see that they also, for some reason, I feel like they're really out of touch with their spirituality as well. I feel like they don't really feel connected to their divinity at all. Maybe they're only focused on the material right now, or they're only focused on, just moving. Again, going back to that movement, it's really being emphasized here. So I do see that, your twin still has a lot of maturing to do. They definitely are at the early stages of their spiritual journey, but I'm also sensing that just in general, they do have, they do lack a bit of maturity. They may be a little too nonchalant, or maybe they just take life as it comes, and so they kind of lack some seriousness. And I feel like that's also why they feel stuck right now, because they they tend to be very naive when it comes to their goals, because they feel like it's going to be easy work, or whatever they want is going to be easy. But then as soon as it becomes difficult for them, that is when they kind of back away. And this is where they lack maturity. They lack grit. So I sense that, your twin feels like they want something more, feels like they want some stability, feels like they want some, they feel like they want something to be proud of, even if it's a character or a quality about themselves that they want to work on, or really a goal that they have in mind. Okay, I just feel like they're waiting on this thing to make them feel better, but because they're because they're not putting in the action to acquire what they're needing or to acquire what they want, I see that this is just causing them to further stay in this loop. So it's a constant cycle, and one cannot exist without the other in this cycle. Like, they really just bounce off each other's energies. So I'm seeing that, they energetically know that they have some healing to do, but again, they don't really realize this, and they may even be trying to avoid anything that requires them to be a little too vulnerable, and maybe they kind of delay it, postpone it, put it off. Let's say your twin had a therapy session or something like that, and then because that would require them to open up and be vulnerable, I do see that they tend to postpone it. So that's just an example, okay? Please take it as it resonates. I'm also seeing that, they kind of want to just feel more accomplished. They want to feel like, again, that they have something to be proud of, something that they worked for and they can seriously call their own, and really be proud of what they've done. So let's see what you aren't seeing about this situation. So I feel like what you aren't seeing about this situation is that there's actually a lot of change and transformation that comes along with this. Okay, you might not even be seeing the changes, but I'm telling you, I see that the changes are happening behind the scenes. And I see that this is all, you might feel like this is an obstacle for you right now, but I see that the universe is kind of just putting things on pause for now, kind of blocking your way from moving forward at the moment, because there may be some things that you still need to address. And because you and your twin are, direct mirrors of each other's souls, I do see that if your twin is feeling this way, if your twin is feeling some sort of frustration, there may be something that you need to work on as well. Because again, your twin is your mirror. And if your twin has something that they need to work on, which in this case, it's, their immaturity, I see that the universe is also inviting you to step up your game and grow into someone more mature, someone more responsible, someone more confident as well. So I see that, you have to understand that even though you might not be seeing the physical evidence right now, maybe your twin is acting cold, or maybe, they don't look like they care, or they're not showing that they care. I see that they have a lot of emotion that runs so deep for you. They have so much love, so much passion, and so much care for you. And I see that they have such passion for you, okay? It's like they can't stop thinking about you, but I see that they try to control their thoughts. They try to keep it in and be strong. And they think that being strong means, keeping a cold demeanor. So I'm also seeing that though this connection might feel like it's done, like you might feel like this relationship is over or something like that, maybe you're losing hope, I see that what you aren't seeing is a chance for renewal, a chance for healing. Being in love is not a guarantee for never ever having fights ever, because that is inevitable. But I see that this situation right now, the frustration that's been building up and everything that comes along with it, I do feel like it's giving you this chance for renewal, this chance for healing. So it might feel like you've been punctured straight through the heart, might feel pierced, but I see that your heart will heal. Your twin's heart will heal. Look at how bright the red is on that 3 of Swords card. I see that, the universe is just kind of washing away all of the different energies that do not serve you or your twin or the connection that you both have. So I'm seeing that, there's really a cleansing out of old energies happening here. And I see that something else you are not seeing is your own power. So I'm seeing something else that is really interesting to me right now. You have the Emperor and the Empress in this spread, and you have these cards in between, and they do tell me a little story. So I am seeing that you and your twin, right now, you're both working toward reconciliation. But first, you both need to master certain elements, certain aspects, certain parts of yourself and of your life, so that this healing can take place and you can both find your way back to one another. Now let's take a look at what they need more from you right now. So I see that they need more hope. Okay, so maybe they feel like you have already lost hope in this connection, and they would really like for you to still believe in their love. Okay, and you don't have to still hope for it if you don't already. So just take it as it resonates. But what I'm seeing that they need from you right now, and again, it's entirely up to you if you want to or not. I see that they need you to still believe in them, okay? Because they do want to balance things out. Another thing that they need from you more right now is really you being stronger with your boundaries, because they want you to have stronger boundaries. That's what they hope for you. I'm also seeing that they just need more balance right now. They need more understanding. I also feel like they need you to fight for them. They need you to believe in them. I see that right now they are in a very passive state. Again, going back to that stuck energy, right? They want you to believe that they are not going to hurt you again. They want you to believe that they are fighting for this, and they hope that you are still hoping for this as well, because they are doing their best to change for the situation, and they need just a bit more time and patience from you. So now let's take a look at what they need less from you. So I am seeing that they want you, or they need you to not worry too much. They need you to take some time out, because they can energetically feel just how exhausted you are. Maybe you are doing a lot. Maybe you're overexerting yourself. Maybe you're overworking. Maybe you're trying to distract yourself way too much with way too many different things. But your twin genuinely does not want you to worry, and your twin wants you to get some rest. Okay, they also I feel like what they need less from you right now as well is they need less pictures of you for some reason. And that's really out of your control. That's entirely up to them if they want to look at your pictures or not, right? But I see that your twin gets very tempted when they see pictures of you, but at the same time very jealous as well, because they know that they're not the only ones who see this, and they're not the only ones who can they know that they lost their perks due to this frustration, or they feel like they're losing their perks, which is why, you know, they're starting to feel jealous. But they also need less control right now. It's like they don't really want you to be behind the wheel. I feel like they kind of just want to be behind the wheel, but they don't even really want to drive it either. They just want to see where life takes them. So this is what I am seeing for you, Divine Soul. If you would like to join me in the extended reading, where we will get a message from your ego and a message from Spirit for this situation, I will leave the link below. Blessed be.